What's going on, everybody? This is Gary from Dixie Overland. So a little while ago I teased on Instagram that we got a new vehicle. Well, here it is. So before we check out the new Jeep, I wanted to show you this new hat that I got from Willys. Now, Willys is a company that offers men's clothing, women's clothing, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, leggings for women, all of that good stuff. If you go check them out on Instagram under Wheeled Life, and I'm going to put that right here at the bottom of the screen, you can go get yours today. All right, so what we have here is a 1947 Willys. Almost. Sort of. If you look at it, it's a 1947 on the top. If you look down here, this is actually a 1990 YJ on the bottom. So it's sitting on a YJ frame. It's got a YJ 2.5 liter engine in it, and it's basically a YJ underneath. So it's a old Jeep that's been modernized. Now, the cool thing about this Jeep is that it was a barn find that somebody that I knew actually found back in, I think he said he had it for about 6 years. And so he finally was coming around to selling it. And so I looked at it and I said, you know what? I want that. I want that. It's so cool. I mean, look at the look of it. Whenever I was towing it on the back of the Gladiator, behind the Gladiator, I mean, I couldn't get over how iconic this grille looks on here. I mean, this is Jeep's history. 2 years after World War II ended, this Jeep was built. And what Willys Overland was doing after the war is they were building Jeeps to be used as farm equipment, to be used as the original side-by-sides that could be used to do a lot of things. Augering, cutting grass, feeding cattle, etc. So again, what a piece of history to own, and what an iconic symbol to have in your driveway. So let's walk around and take a little bit of a look at it. So as I explained, this is a 1947 on the top and a 1990 underneath. So here's the awesome rip-roaring 2.5 liter motor, which, yes, there's a rag on it right now just to protect the throttle body intake right there while we get a couple of other engine parts sorted out. However, this engine does run. Everything on this engine is fine as far as the capabilities of it. It's a modern engine. It takes modern parts that are easy to find. It's not like going out and trying to hunt parts that are almost 80 years old, So again, I like it for that reason. It's again really cool in the fact that you can take something that is this old and put it onto something new. There's a saying out there, they say that old Jeeps never die, they just get rebuilt. Some of the other iconic features that this Jeep has, besides the 7-slot grille and the round headlights, is a tradition that Jeep has kept from the very beginning. The windshield folds down. Now, you're probably saying, well, Gary, you don't have a windshield. And you're absolutely right. I do not have a windshield in this frame. However, that doesn't bother me, because when we talk about what we're going to actually use this Jeep for, you'll understand why a windshield isn't really necessary. We've got some 33-inch tires on this beast. Again, it's on a YJ frame, so it's leaf sprung. We have, modern day shocks. Everything about this is supposed to add to some of the ride comfort and quality. Now, if you look inside, this, because they had to fit it onto a YJ frame, has actually been stretched. as you can see right over here, it's been stretched about 10 3/4 inches to accommodate it for the frame. So what that meant is that there are panels of the floor that also had to be cut and are missing. There's the bit of the transmission tunnel that's also missing. There's part of the dash that's also missing. However, not worried about that. What we are going to do is we are going to weld up the floor. We're going to put some seats in it. We're also going to install a fuel cell into it. All right, so once we put the fuel cell into it, this should be a running, driving Jeep, because that's really all it lacks to go ahead and turn it over and crank it. Everything after that is just from a comfort perspective. So what on earth are we gonna do with a 1947 Willys with a YJ frame on it? Are we gonna go rock crawling? Nah, not gonna do that. Are we going to go overlanding? No, not gonna do that. The only thing I could see is if we took it to the trail, you know, and we decided we wanted to ride around a little bit while we kept base camp where it was, perhaps. So, are we going to restore it and return this old guy to its former glory? No, we're not going to do that. It's going to take a massive amount of effort to do something like that. And to be honest, I actually really like the patina look on it. I mean, it's vintage, it shows its age, it's antique. It's a piece of history that's still running and driving. So no, I'm not gonna really do that. I don't have a desire to do that. So what am I gonna use this for? Well, for lack of better terms, a golf cart. This is going to be our little neighborhood runabout vehicle. We've got a neighborhood here that's actually pretty decent size, and so if we want to go over to a friend's house, we can just load up here in Sgt Patina and head on to their house with our cooler in the back, or just take a little ride around the neighborhood in something that's a little bit more unique than a golf cart or a side-by-side or a four-wheeler or something like that. So anyway, this Jeep, which we have nicknamed Sgt Patina, he's gonna have his new role as being our little runabout vehicle. I am probably going to get a tag for it so that I can run it up to the store, to the gas station. You know, if I need to get anything to drink or, you know, just need to fill up gas, it's a lot easier to do it that way than to bring gas here. So as far as that goes, you know, what we're going to be doing now is getting it running. So it needs a fuel cell, it needs a little bit of flooring, definitely needs some seats, and just needs to turn the engine over and listen to him purr again. There's a saying out there, they say that old Jeeps never die, they just get rebuilt. And I fully believe that. And that's what's really awesome about this vehicle, is that a piece of history, automotive history, from 1947 can still serve somebody in a role, in a capacity that brings them enjoyment in 2021. Almost 80 years later. That's amazing. What a significant thing, and what a testimony to the Jeep brand itself. Well, that's going to bring this video to a close. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Is this a good build? Is this a good use of what it is? What would you do different if you had this vehicle? Anyway, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Thanks to everybody who's out there that has subscribed. If you're watching this video and you have not subscribed to our channel, please do. We'd really appreciate it, and we'd love to get some more videos out to you about overlanding, Jeeps, the Jeep lifestyle, and just overall life and having fun out there. Hit the bell for notifications when new videos are published, and if you don't mind, share it with your friends and let them know that there is some more Jeep content out there that they can watch. All right, well, with that being said, this is Gary from Dixie Overland. See y'all down the road.